now I have learned my lesson. Now that we got the bad news out the way, now I think I got a whole worm farm, y'all. You look good now. You look real good. No, I'm just playing. Let me leave her stuff alone. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Tiffany. I'm a gardener in Southern Alabama, Zone 9A. If you are returning, hey friends. Y'all, we got some work to do out here. We got a lot of work to do out here. So the reason why we got so much work to do is because our beds have been taken over by caterpillars. As y'all seen in the last video, the issue wasn't as big then, but now it has gotten bigger. It's almost like they are moving from bed to bed. So they have completely taken over our semi-chaos flower bed. And I have decided I was going to leave everything and just kind of let this be a trap crop bed, but I just changed my mind. I decided that I'm gonna just take everything up. I hate to do that because y'all know all this stuff was started from seed, and I done tried spraying neem oil. I done tried using diatomaceous earth. I done tried picking them off with my hand, but it's like they keep coming back. I made a decision, like I said, this morning when I came out here and just seen so many of them, and I'm gonna show y'all real quick. Oh, and before I show y'all this, I do want to thank Vago for sponsoring this video because we are actually announcing a giveaway in this video. So this is the Father's Day giveaway, and y'all just stick around and I'll tell y'all all the rules and all the things. I will hope that more men enter this giveaway because I noticed that our past giveaways with Vago, a lot of women enter, and that's perfectly fine. Y'all can enter in this one as well, but in honor of Father's Day, I would love for a guy to win this time. So there will be 2 winners for this giveaway. The gift will be a $300 gift card for each winner, and I'll tell y'all the rules and everything like that once we make it further in this video. And another thing we're gonna do in this video is go to Tony's mom garden to check on her garden and see what she got going on over there. She is not there, but I'll be going over there just to give y'all a walkthrough and show y'all what she has going on. Now let me show y'all what we got going on over this way. They are all over the place, all over the place. And like I said, I didn't try some of everything, because y'all see in the bed, like I didn't spray some of everything. Well, I say some of everything, but I didn't use quite a bit of stuff. So they are very relentless. Now, if y'all remember when we initially started this bed, I know y'all probably wondering, well, you got a cover on here, why don't you use the cover? So the reason why I did not want to put the cover down on any of our beds up here is because, one, I wanted this to be a place where pollinators is able to come. I wanted to be able to just look at the beauty of the flowers growing and everything like that. That's why I was like, I'm gonna just leave this garden bed open. So now I have learned my lesson, and instead of housing all of these caterpillars, I'm gonna, like I say, clean this whole bed out and just start from scratch. I am gonna leave this bed empty for a little minute. I may have to go get some start plants, which is fine because I feel like I'm too late in the game with starting new plants. Now, next year, I know to plan accordingly. So what I mean by plan accordingly, I want to make sure I start enough seeds to make sure I have something to cover if this happens again. So my area has been very hot. It's been very humid. So I'm thinking that's why so many caterpillars. Last year, I did not have this issue with all of these caterpillars. Like I told y'all in the previous video, we had an issue with slugs, and it still wasn't as many as these. So yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna just cut everything out of here and just clean this bed out, and I'm gonna leave it empty for maybe like a week or two, just so I can kind of get rid of the caterpillars and then get start plants. So, and go from there. That's how I plan on doing it. That now for the Easy Cube bed, y'all know the Easy Cube bed is one of our favorite Vago products. So everything we put in this bed, it does amazingly well. Now in this bed, I have noticed a few caterpillars. I leave this cover up as well. The reason why I was leaving this cover up is because we actually have cucumbers growing in this bed, and I wanted the cucumber plant to be able to be pollinated without me having to hand pollinate. And I will say, this cucumber plant has given us so many cucumbers, y'all, like a busload of cucumbers. So I have some that's ready to harvest down there, and I'm actually about to cut this plant from the base because, like I said, I have been noticing a few caterpillars, and since nothing in this bed will require pollination, I'm gonna actually go ahead and close the cover on this. Am I too late? Maybe. The issue with the caterpillars is the moth being able to come in and lay its eggs, and then the eggs hatching, and then you get the caterpillars that come to the plants. So instead of me housing these things, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead on and cut out this cucumber plant in this video, and we're gonna get rid of it. I'm also go ahead and mulch. If I have enough mulch, I'm gonna mulch this bed as well. Now, last video we told y'all that we was gonna amend the soil. We did not amend the soil, so we're gonna go ahead on and amend this soil today. And when we amend it, we're actually going to mulch this bed too. So I want to go ahead and mulch this bed. This is how much mulch we have left. So I do plan on using all of this. Now, if I have to go get some more, that's fine. I'll go get some more. But yeah, so that's what we're working with today, y'all. So all three of these beds that's up here are Vago products. So I will have the link in the description if y'all are interested in any of the products. People always ask me in the comments like where the beds come from, where do we get the covers from. So like I said, the beds and the covers come from Vago. All of them are elevated beds. All of them except the Easy Cube have wheels. So this is the Easy Cube, it does not have wheels, but they actually released something where it comes with wheels now. So if you want to get the wheel extension, you're able to get the wheels as well. Now that we got the bad news out the way, I do want to show y'all what is doing good in the garden before we start up top. So everything in our greenhouse is doing incredibly well for us right now. So I'm very happy to see that. Look at our watermelon. So this is the Sugar Baby watermelon, and we got another one that's coming in. Now, I will say this. I did hand pollinate these two watermelons, so I'm thinking that's why they're doing so good. And then our other ones, it's like I don't think I hand pollinated anymore, because like they'll shrivel up and you'll be able to just break them off if they don't get pollinated. This is what it looks like when they don't get pollinated. Now, I have said this before, but bees and things like that, they don't come inside of this greenhouse. I have never seen them flying inside of the greenhouse. So, you know, that is the downside about having this watermelon plant that requires pollination inside of the greenhouse. But it's fine. Look, this is a win to me. If we able to get these watermelons without them getting disease or anything coming through to grab it, then I am very, very grateful for that, because we weren't able to get any watermelons last year because they end up getting diseased, and yeah, they just didn't do well. And then we have an update on our tomato plant. Now, what I will say, this bed over here does get sun from this little part right here. So I came in here yesterday and I did notice that the sun was peeping through on this side, even though we have the shade cloth over here. So that was nice to see. Even our pepper plant is doing well since we brought it in here. So y'all remember, this is our pepper plant that we're supposed to put in the bed to replace our cucumber with. So even that's doing good, because it was like real T90, but it is doing well. Now the degrees in here is 78.4. I do always have the windows open, and I do always have the door open, because I want it to be able to get, you know, proper airflow and things like that. I don't want the plants to suffocate in here from, you know, heat exhaustion. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all what's going on real quick. I'm not gonna show y'all everything that's going on in the garden. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. Oh, and one more thing before we get to work. I know y'all say, girl, you running from that work because you just keep on talking. But I just want to give y'all some updates. So this is new. I decided to cover our Washington navel orange tree. The reason why is because I started noticing a caterpillar on here. Now, I caught it when it was only one over here. So I was like, okay, I see that this is about to be an issue. Let me go ahead on and cover it up. Now, it's not covered up the best, but the moth's not able to lay their eggs. And our fruit that's in there, if y'all can see, it's actually getting bigger. So that's nice to see. And then our cucumber plant that's in our Vago tomato planter is doing good too. Now, I do see a little bit of discoloration right here. Like the leaf is starting to turn yellow a little bit. So I'm going to just break that off. Yep, so I'm gonna just get rid of that. But all right, y'all, I'm done running my chops. Let me go and get to work. So I'm gonna set y'all up. So we're gonna start with this bed first and work our way down. Now, this is the fertilizer of choice I'll be using. I use this for my mom's plants, but I wanted to try it out for our plants too to see how well it does. Now, y'all know we love the liquid-based fish fertilizer over here, so I was like, it's only right that we add the granular fertilizer to see what it's talking about, see what it's gonna do for the garden. So we're gonna add some of this. I'm gonna just sprinkle it in. So I was thinking about topping this bed too with some more soil, but I'm not. I'm gonna just add some black cow to it. I got like half a bag of black cow left over, so I'll just be adding that. And while we doing this, y'all, I do want to talk about the I guess our little conversation today. Have y'all seen the Michael Jackson movie, the new Michael Jackson movie? I know we might be late, but we just watched it last night, and we really enjoyed it. It was a lot of singing going on, but I really enjoyed it. It made me want to turn on some Michael Jackson in the car today when I'm riding. So, yep, I was like, I like this movie. You know, it made me realize too, like, Even though I wasn't born during the time of the parts of the movie that they show, I knew so many of Michael Jackson songs, and I was like, man, that just goes to show you like the impact that he had on the music industry as far as like his talents and stuff. Yeah, so I know it was that movie was getting mixed reviews and stuff. A lot of people were saying like they didn't really care for it because they didn't really show a whole lot of his life, and then you have some people that just really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it because I like his music, and that's mostly what they was doing, showcasing his music and stuff. I said, oh, Mike, take this out of here. Then I'm gonna go out and get this bag of black, well, the half a bag of black cow to add to this as well. And then I also have some worm castings that I want to add too. So all of that is actually in the garage. Now I want to do bush lima beans for this bed, so I'm gonna actually drop the seeds in here for that. And then after I drop those seeds down, I'm gonna actually cover this bed up, like close the cover on this bed. Y'all know I was talking about taking this cover off. Man, I ain't taking nothing off. Forget that deal, because it's gonna eventually flower anyway. So I was talking about taking the cover off just so I can get the deal to really growing. Oh yeah, and if y'all seen my flower bouquet that I posted on the community post, it's still hanging strong now. Most of the blooms is dead. It's been out here for like a week and a half now. So yeah, most of the blooms are dead on it, but I still want to leave it up here because I just like it. If I just like it being here. And then the bees still come over here and fly on the flowers too, so. And another thing, while we're walking to the garage to get this stuff, I like to refer back to stuff that I thought last year, just because I feel like it's new people that's maybe clicking on this video and they just now started gardening, and they may have the same thought process that I have. So last year I thought those caterpillars that I was showing y'all was actually caterpillars that produce butterflies, because I feel like they are so pretty, they plump, and they look like caterpillars that turn into butterflies. But that's not the case. They actually turn into moths, and when you are housing these caterpillars that turn into moths, all it's going to do is repeat its cycle. So you're going to house the caterpillars, they're going to turn into the moth. All they're going to do, the moth's going to fly around, lay their eggs, and restart the whole process over again. Kind of like the circle of life. All right, so we're going to get what we need. We're going to get this wiggle worms worm casting. This is the worm castings that I was using last year, and I just like it. So that's what I'm going to use. And then the black cow. Y'all, I still got this container set up from when I went to my mom's house. I ain't took none out of it yet. Still got the tarp in here and everything. So I just want this half a bag of black cow. And I'll clean this stuff out sooner or later. I actually got to clean this garage out because I got something that's coming that we're actually going to set up in the garage. So I'm going to have to clean the garage setup out. And y'all, look what I did. I accidentally took my mom's water pitcher that we had got for her in the other video. So I got to take this back to her when I take her spinner base. Oh, and another thing. Y'all see what I'm using, right? So we got this wagon last year. I feel like it has served its purpose. It has done what it needed to do, but it's not for me for gardening. I heard y'all loud and clear. I have officially decided to get a dump cart. So I just got to go online and find one. I was looking at the Gorilla carts, and I was looking at this other brand that I seen on Amazon, which was a little bit cheaper. But I know that a lot of people rave about that Gorilla cart. So I may do the Gorilla cart. Like, this wagon is only able to hold so much weight, and then when you rolling it across the grass, I mean, it rolls across fine, but I feel like I can have something that rolls across a little bit smoother. All right, so I'm gonna just sprinkle this worm castings around the plants, kind of like how I did the fertilizer, and I'm gonna rake this in when I rake in the black cow. Now the worm castings is just pure nitrogen. If you're looking for a way to add a low dose of nitrogen to your plants, the worm castings is a great way to do so. And speaking of worm castings, y'all, yesterday I did a rescue worm project. And I brought it home. I'm gonna show y'all just in case if y'all didn't see the short, because I don't even know if I'm gonna post it over here, if I'm gonna just post it on my TikTok and Instagram. And I just put it all to this side because I just rake it all over, break it up. And I try to mention too, I don't think it makes a difference if you mix the black cow into your soil or if you just top dress it, because I have done it both ways, and I don't notice that no way works better than another way. So, and I try not to work the soil too much, but I try to make sure it's not compacted. The reason why I try not to work the soil too much when we got stuff planted in here is because I don't want to break up the roots of what we already have growing. I know they say it's not good for the microbiomes or whatever the case may be. But sometimes I feel like, how can you get into the soil without like raking it through or moving it through? Or is that just with tilling? Like they say you shouldn't till your soil. I don't know, y'all. Shoot. The way I look at it, do what you want to do. At this point, y'all just do what y'all want to do. Shoot. And see what happened. And listen, it done started heating up real fast. So depending on the weather, we may take a break and finish this up in the morning. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning though. They rescheduled my doctor's appointment for a Saturday, y'all. I was like, a Saturday? I had called them. I was like, y'all rescheduled my doctor's appointment for a Saturday. And they was like, yeah, we're open. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'll be there, I guess. I ain't got no choice. Well, let me take that back. I do got a choice. We all got choices in life. Yeah, I think this is going to be the one. Now, since I plan on adding beans to this bed, I'm not going to add any blood meal or anything like that. I was thinking about doing some bone meal, but I don't have any bone meal. I thought I had ordered some, but I guess I didn't. Shame on me. But it's okay. I feel like the stuff that we put in here already is fine. Because I noticed the longer that you have the soil, the more potent it gets. It's almost like a slow roasted beef roast. The longer it's slow cooked, the better it get. So yep, I think that is perfect. So let's go ahead on and mulch this bed. Let's get something to scoop it with. So I'm gonna just use this bucket right here I got from Sam's Club. Y'all, I don't know if y'all got these at y'all local Sam's Club, but they got the 2 5-gallon buckets with the 2 lids for like $7.96. It wasn't over $8, but for 2 buckets and 2 lids, that's a good price, and it's NSF certified. So I think these good to have on hand. You know, rather if you're growing something in it, or if you're just using it to transfer stuff, like I'm about to do. Use it to transfer this mulch, even though it's right by the bed. And the reason for mulching is to protect your soil and also help keep the moisture in so you don't have to water as often. Mulching was not something that I did a lot last year, but I've been finding myself wanting to do it more because I do see the benefits of doing it. You know, when you do something a certain way one time and then you do it a different way another time, you're able to compare to see which way is the best way to go about stuff. Now, when I direct sow the beans in here, I am going to like make a little hole for the part where I'm going to put the beans at. And then I'll just leave the mulch off of that part so it can go ahead on and sprout up. And I'm going to get a little bit more. And I don't know about how many inches I fill this in with. I would say maybe like, I don't know. I ain't even about to try to guesstimate. Y'all probably have a better guess than I got. I don't go too heavy on it though. Let's just say that. So because like I said, I want to do beans in this bed, and this Swiss chard ain't doing the absolute best anyways, I'm gonna go ahead on and pull it. I probably could have got some more Swiss chard from it, but I want this side to be just beans though. So let's go ahead on and pull it. Just gonna twist it off. Probably should have did that before I mulched it, but it's okay. So I want to show y'all the finishing product of the new bed. Well, I say the new bed, but of the bed. So this is what it looks like. Where this weed just come from? Because I did not see it before. Let's go ahead on and pull it. Dang, this mud don't want to come up. All right, y'all, so let's move to the Easy Cube now. Let me show y'all my little worm bed I made. I found one worm. Now I think I got a whole worm farm, y'all. I put a little damp paper towel over it. I made a little hole. Then I put some food scraps and leaves down in there. I ain't gonna bother it. But y'all see like the little food scraps. Definitely about to glove up because ain't no telling what I'm gonna feel in this bed. Let me get this caterpillar that's crawling across this ground. Where you going? Besides in this dishwater. And I got some scissors. I've been finding myself liking to use scissors in the garden more than pruners lately. So I don't know what that's about. Now let's hope we don't disturb this pepper plant too much, and no telling what we're gonna touch in here. Like I said, we're just cutting it at the base. And we're gonna grab these cucumbers that's down in here that look a little bit overgrown, but we still gonna grab them. So we got these two. Let's see if we can get it out of here without messing up our other stuff that's in here. Guess if I cut the plant up, maybe that'll be the easiest way. Because I do have a tomato cage in here too. And I'm so glad that I'm able to, that I'm actually moving this, because I'm able to see in this bed better now. Because one thing about the cucumbers, they get huge. I know the bees gonna miss this little cucumber plant, but I'm sorry, bees. I gotta do what's right for me, Lucius. Uh-oh, the ladybug mad too. I'm sorry, ladybug. And I gotta hurry up out here too, y'all, because that sun is starting to beam on me. My plan was to get out here about 5:30 this morning, but that bed just felt so right. I guess y'all say you always got a plan to come out here earlier. And I just do not make it. Yeah, they was about to start. I did this right on time, because they was about to make this day home. And for the people that say neem oil work for them, how do y'all use it? Like, because it's not working for these caterpillars for me. I keep on saying I'm going to try the BT though, but I just don't want to keep on spraying all these different types of things, even though they say it's organic and stuff like that. But it's still, it's still something that I'm spraying into our garden or using for our garden to deter pests or to get rid of pests. So I'd rather just do it in a way where natural predators eating on the pests, the lizards, the ladybugs, the frogs, the things like that. Another cucumber win. And y'all, I'm not adding this to our compost. This is going straight to the trash. And I'm going to clean my pruners real good too once I'm done. Well, clean my scissors real good. Trying to get y'all up in there so y'all can see what I'm doing. We got another cucumber. Recording content while doing chores in the garden, it can definitely be time consuming, but it's okay. I enjoy spending time with y'all in the garden, even if I had to move the camera 1,000 times. It is all right. I feel like this cucumber was on its last leg anyways. And like I was saying, it was good to us. And if this cucumber plant didn't have like the caterpillars and stuff hanging out on it, I would have just chopped and dropped a lot of the leaves, but I don't want to miss none of the caterpillars, so that's why I'm doing it like this. Another cucumber. I'm even take a little bit. And the crazy thing is, y'all, I'm finding these cucumbers, but I actually been harvesting from this cucumber plant. This ain't one of the ones I just been letting sit and not harvest. Now, granted, I may miss a couple when I come out here to do it, but I feel like I've been doing good with actually harvesting from it. Okay, now let's try to get it off our pepper plant without cutting anything. So I'm gonna hold off on the scissors for right now. I don't want to accidentally cut the pepper plant. Hold on. I see a cucumber root. Never again will I add a cucumber plant right next to a pepper plant. At least not that close, because golly. Then we're gonna get the base of it that we cut off. Ooh, that looks so much better. This Melrose pepper must have fell off. It like it was already decaying down. So I'm gonna just add it to my little spot where I put my little worm at. And that worm probably ain't even right there no more, y'all. I don't know, but it make me feel better in my mind to think it's still there. All right. You look good now. You look real good. So maybe this pepper plant will start doing better now that we done kind of got rid of that cucumber. I am gonna fertilize with some granulated fertilizer real quick. I'm gonna use that granulated fish fertilizer to sprinkle it around the base, because I don't want to go too heavy with it. Because if y'all remember when we initially amended this soil, we had already put some fertilizer. And let's clean up the bottom of this pepper plant too, so the leaves ain't touching the soil. And I'm gonna do one last look through to make sure we don't got no caterpillars left in here. I'm gonna go ahead on and clean this bed up a little bit more, double check for any caterpillars, add some of the fish fertilizer, granulated fertilizer, and then I'm gonna mulch this bed, and I'll come back and show you what the finishing product look like, and then we're gonna go ahead on and head over to Mama's house so we can see her garden and how it's doing. All right, y'all. So I have done all that I can do today in our yard. I honestly forgot that I had this Team Armor stuff. So I'm gonna show y'all what I did to the Easy Cube bed. I'm gonna go ahead on and close it up, and we're gonna head over to Mama's house, like I said, cause it's hot. I'm ready to take me a shower, and I still got a lot to do today. So here's what the bed looks like now. We completely removed all of the scraps that was left over from the cucumber plant. I looked in here to make sure I didn't see any more caterpillars. I think I got them all out of here. It wasn't as many in here as it was in the other bed, but it was some in here. So I just decided to spray on the Team Armor stuff. As y'all can see, it sprays out like as a wet consistency, but it dries as like a clay texture. So this does not kill the pollinators or anything like that. It basically just protects your foliage. So they do recommend that you spray it like early in the morning or late in the evening, but I just went on and decided to spray it now. I done watered this bed in. I have mulched this bed, as y'all can see. I added the fertilizers that I told y'all that I was going to add, which is the worm casting. I say fertilizer, but soil amendments, which is the worm casting and the fertilizer, the fish fertilizer, granulated virgin. And yeah, this is what it's giving. And I also want to show y'all what we was able to harvest from that bed. So we got a few cucumbers, and we got a little bit right here. And then we also got some Melrose peppers and some shishito peppers. So if I don't get nothing else, y'all, I'm gonna get me some peppers and I'm gonna get me some cucumbers from this garden. So yeah, I just wanted to show y'all what I harvest from that bed while I was cleaning it up and doing all the maintenance on it. I'm about to clean myself up, and then I promise y'all in the next clip we're gonna be at Mama's house. All right, y'all, so we have officially made it to Mama's house. I'm about to just do a quick walkthrough to show y'all what she got going on, what's growing, what's not growing. Yeah, and we're just gonna walk through real quick. So first, we're gonna start at her Vago bed. So this is her raised Vago bed that we put together. If y'all were here when we put this bed together, then y'all already know what time it is with this. It looks like she have everything pretty much organized the way that she wants it to be organized. You know, she got her different little plant tags. She even has started growing some zinnias, some black-eyed Susans, some cosmos. Nothing has popped up yet on this side, but I am going to water this stuff, because if you do start things from seeds, it is best to keep your soil moist. So I am gonna water this stuff in right here. And then she got some Morning Glory. Morning Glory, I think, is one of those ones that kind of try to trellis up. It don't look the best, but that's all right. We're gonna water it in and see what happens with it. Look, it looked like she said she was gonna do what she want to do when it comes to this mint, because she got a sign that say spearmint. She done added her peppermint to this bed. She done added her parsley, thyme, cilantro, some lavender, oregano, lemon balm over here. And she got some rosemary right here. The rosemary looks really good. I love smelling rosemary and lavender, y'all. Whew, it smells so good. So yeah. And then if all else fails with her peppermint, and it does spread in this bed, maybe she don't mind having a bed full of mint. Yep, because some people love mint. So that's what's going on over here. She got the little pink Lowe's buckets. It looked like she was using it to possibly catch rainwater with, because I do see some water in there. Yep. So that is all right. And then right here, these are her rescue plants. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. One day, I had seen Mama at Lowe's, and she was picking up rescue plants, and these two right here were actually the ones that she picked up, and they looked horrible. And now they look amazing. She really the reason why I started looking on the clearance rack and look at different plants that don't look the best, but still look like they got some life to it. It's always possible to bring them back to life, because like I said, when she first got these, I saw her when she was in the store getting them, and they did not look good. Now she got blooms that's starting to form, and she got blooms that have already formed and have, you know, kind of died out. The one thing about the hibiscus, y'all, the blooms don't last for a really long time, but when they are open, they are so very pretty. And let's look at the plant tag to see the variety for somebody that may be interested. So this is the sunset yellow hibiscus plant. Yep. And she got two of those. Now this is something new that she didn't have going on last time we was here. I can't really read the plant tag to see what that is. I think those are zinnias that she growing right here. Look at that. I'm not sure what this is. And she even got stuff growing in her swan. And then right here she got her lavender with her citronella in it. We're gonna water this too, because it looks really dry. Now lavender don't mind being not too wet. I'm not sure about citronella. Yep, so lavender definitely don't mind. And then over here she got her, I think this, yeah, her lemon tree. So she got her lemon tree that she got growing in the Vago self-watering planter. And since we over here at the Vago, let me go on and flip the camera. So before we finish with this garden tour of Mama's backyard, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all the rules for entering the Vago giveaway. So all you have to do to enter in the Father's Day Vago giveaway, which will be 2 winners for $300 gift cards. Just like this video, follow the Girl with Soil YouTube channel, follow Vago YouTube channel, which I'll have linked in the description, and also leave in the comments if there was one thing that you can grow in your garden, only one thing, like you can grow nothing else in your garden, what would that one thing be? So that's all you got to do to enter into this Father's Day Vago giveaway, and I'm going to repeat those rules one more time for the people in the back that may not have heard me. So follow Vago YouTube channel. Follow Girl with Soil YouTube channel. Like this video and leave a comment if you could grow only one thing in your garden for the rest of the time that you garden. What would that one thing be? All right, now let's finish the tour. Look at her aloe vera. Her aloe vera looks so good, y'all. Then she got something else growing here. I'm not sure what this is. Then she got her pretty little rose bush. I believe she said her rose bush is knockout roses, which is the same thing we done got in our garden. And the blooms have died back, but she said this plant is very, very forgiving. So it don't take much for it to come back and take off. Then she got her tomato plant that she got growing in the Vago self-watering planter. It looks like she got some bug damage. Yep, a lot of bug damage. Possibly the same thing we going through at our house, the caterpillars. Yeah, but they tearing her foliage up. But she do got some little tomatoes coming in on it. Quite a few tomatoes, actually. Even back there. And it's hard to see because they haven't started blushing yet. They're still in the green stages. And they still got flowers on it. So maybe whatever type of pest she's dealing with, maybe it'll move along and she's still able to get a really good harvest from these tomato plants. Yep. Then she got her basil back there. I end up giving Mama some plants, and I'm glad I came over here. And those are the plants that I gave her. The plant tag said that they were pepper plants, and they were still in the small stages, so I thought they were pepper plants. But come to find out, they were flowers. And these are actually the ones that we got from the Bryan Technical Career Center. But let me show y'all. These right there, and I hope y'all can see them good. So these are actually the ones that I think we're growing in our front yard. But even though they're not peppers, they still doing really good for her. Then over here, she got something else that's growing. This is actually a pepper plant. I don't want to mess with Mama's stuff, but I kind of want to put this in the sun for her. No, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it because it's probably a reason why she got it over here, so I ain't going to mess with it. Then she got something else right here. I'm not sure what this is. Then she got her ferns hanging up right over her little patio area. Then over here, she just took some cuttings from her citronella, I guess to keep down mosquitoes and things like that. And she just put it in these little watering pots. And she got some aloe vera. It looks like she's trying to reroot the aloe vera. Go ahead, Mama. You got to give me one of these cuttings, Mama. It look good. No, I'm just playing. Let me leave her stuff alone. Yep. Then she got this. This looks so unique to me. She told me what that was one time when I came over here, but I can't remember. Now we're going to go over to her raspberry green stalk. So here go her raspberry green stalk and all of its glory and what it got going on. So she got cilantro in the pocket. The stuff that's in here, it looked like it's doing good. So right here she got lemon balm. I never smelled lemon balm. Let me rub my hands across it. Oh my God. Oh, it smells so good. It kind of smells like lemon pine sol. It smells so good. So she got all of those in the top tier of her green stock. I wish she had a spinner base. I gave her the mover base, but with that spinner base she'll be able to really take advantage of her sun by being able to spin it around. And I'm not sure what this is at the bottom, but it looks like it's a vine plant, whatever it is. She just got it coming across. It may be morning glory. Oh yep, blue blue morning glory. So she got all of that going across the bottom. Then she got her hydrangeas. I wonder, do she need to deadhead these hydrangeas? She said she don't do nothing with it, so maybe I need to leave it alone. Yep, she said she don't even water the hydrangeas. She just let the rain water it. Yep. And this is her other hydrangeas plant. So in the last video, I didn't show y'all this back here. So she got a morning glory right here that then started to bloom. I think she said this her like a chaos area. Yeah. She got tree clippings that's starting to root in her soil. I always pull these. These are weeds. Pull them out for her. So I know she ain't trying to grow those. Oh, I think these are zinnias that she got growing. Yep, those are zinnias. I can tell that this is a zinnia based off the way the bud is starting to bloom. And these are starting to root too from the tree. And I know this, y'all, because we have this same issue. I ain't gonna pull nothing else. I'm only pulling the ones that I know for sure are tree rootings. And then she got something else growing right here. What is this, y'all? Identify that plant. It looked like a fern. Yep. And then she got something down here that's flowering. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead on and water her garden in real nice. And I think this is gonna be the end of the video, y'all. I dropped my baby off because she went on a ice cream little field trip with a couple of her friends from school. So I gotta go back and pick her up. So I'm gonna quickly do this, and yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this video. I really truly enjoyed kicking it with y'all, and I want to leave y'all with something before I end this video. So y'all seen the pest damage that we got going on in our yard. Y'all seen how bad it has taken over. Now, for those of you that may be dealing with a high pest pressure right now, do not let it defeat you. Don't let it defeat you. Even if you got to pull up your whole garden and start all over again from scratch. If you truly enjoy gardening, don't let the pest be the deciding factor of what stops you from doing your garden. So, if you're not having any pest problems, great. I love that you're not having any pest problems. But it's somebody else in the world that's probably dealing with the same exact thing that we are dealing with in our area. So, yeah, just keep enjoying the process, y'all. Keep having fun. Don't let it deter you. And even if something don't grow, try it again. Try it again. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna end the video. Again, I enjoyed kicking it with y'all today. If you made it this far, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and leave a tomato emoji. Let's leave a tomato emoji this time because I know a lot of y'all love tomatoes. And I'll see y'all in the next one.